Picture this. You step into the lobby of a luxury hotel, and instantly, you're right in the middle of this fast-paced, highly visible ecosystem. It's practically buzzing, right? Today, we are diving deep into the really intricate dynamics of what it actually takes to engage and inspire the frontline staff. Because, let's be honest, they are the absolute heartbeat of any hospitality brand. Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support. I am so pleased to welcome all students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We genuinely look forward to supporting your professional growth in the hospitality industry. In this explainer, we're going to build what we'll call a pyramid of motivation. We will quickly walk through the frontline reality, the foundations of motivation, recognition, and inclusive teams, professional autonomy, and then wrap things up with continuous leadership and reflection. Part 1, the frontline hospitality reality. It's all about balancing efficiency and emotion. Let's be real, frontline roles are undeniably some of the toughest jobs in the entire service sector. Every single day, these folks are doing this incredible high-wire balancing act between tight operational efficiency and sky-high guest expectations. Just imagine trying to manage a massive influx of VIP check-ins at 3 p.m. right when the main lobby elevator suddenly breaks down. Because these employees are the highly visible face of the brand, their personal resilience literally dictates guest satisfaction, loyalty, and the whole reputation of the hotel. Now, you really need to wrap your head around this critical concept: emotional labor. Basically, this is the intense psychological effort it takes to manage your own personal feelings just to meet guest demands. It's like having to maintain a genuinely warm, welcoming smile even after a grueling 12-hour shift, or keeping your cool while diffusing a really tense situation with a demanding guest. Motivation strategies absolutely cannot just check off operational boxes. They have to actively and thoughtfully protect the psychological well-being of your staff. Moving right along to Section 2, Foundations of Employee Motivation. Here, we're focusing on clarity and balance. Think of clear role expectations as the absolute bedrock of employee motivation. On one hand, ambiguity is just a massive driver of stress and burnout. Nobody likes guessing what they're supposed to do. But when you provide crystal clear expectations, when people know exactly what's required of them and exactly how success is defined, they can actually channel their energy productively. When you pair that kind of clarity with solid training and coaching, you build confidence, and that confidence unlocks immense intrinsic motivation. Right alongside that clarity, we have to build a solid foundation of balance. There are 3 big factors here: predictable schedules, adequate staffing, and a genuine consideration for people's personal needs. And look, providing these isn't just some HR logistical checkbox. It's the ultimate way to show real respect and care for your team. The data consistently shows that prioritizing these exact elements drastically reduces burnout and actually slashes turnover rates in an industry that's historically notorious for churn. Section 3, Recognition and Inclusive Teams. Let's look at the psychological pillars. You know, a really frequent oversight in hospitality management is waiting for a crisis to actually praise your staff. We need to acknowledge the everyday grind, not just the exceptional once-a-month heroic saves. Remember that emotional labor we were just talking about? Consistent, daily appreciation is what validates that immense resilience. Seriously, a simple, genuine thank you at the end of a truly chaotic shift accumulates over time into an incredibly strong motivational force. And these psychological pillars of motivation, they are totally stabilized by inclusivity. We're talking about 3 core drivers here: cultural sensitivity, fair treatment, and equal opportunities. Modern frontline teams are incredibly diverse. When you actively celebrate that diversity and make sure there is absolute fairness across the board, you drastically strengthen your team's unity and their loyalty to the brand. Down to Section 4, Empowerment and Professional Autonomy. This is the peak of our motivation pyramid. All right, here we hit a massive academic and operational truth. It's actually enshrined as a core Europe Hotel School principle. Empowerment is a primary driver of service excellence. This brilliantly connects classroom theory straight to the hotel floor. Autonomy isn't just some corporate buzzword. It's a very practical necessity for frontline survival and delivering truly premium service. So how does this actually play out in real life?
Well, it's a chain reaction. Step one, it all begins with leadership actually extending trust. That trust yields empowered employees who can respond to unique guests' needs creatively and promptly. For example, instantly comping a disappointed guest's breakfast without making them awkwardly wait 20 minutes for a manager's approval. This autonomy ultimately culminates in deep professional pride, where the employee feels true ownership over the guest's entire experience. It's a real game changer.
Finally, Section 5, continuous leadership and reflection. This is how we sustain the pyramid. Look, designing effective motivation strategies is definitely not a set-it-and-forget-it task. You've got to maintain this leadership loop. It's about everyday actions, actively listening to employees, responding thoughtfully, and keeping a supportive daily presence on the floor. These things directly result in continuous operational adaptation. It creates a deeply supportive environment where high motivation and reinforced service excellence basically just continuously feed into one another. As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with something to really chew on. How will your daily interactions shape the motivation of your future frontline teams? Every single shift is a fresh opportunity to build trust, clarify expectations, and validate the immense emotional labor of hospitality. Thank you so much for joining me on this learning journey today. I trust this blueprint will serve you exceptionally well as you step into your future leadership roles.